Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Been a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They toss to Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 4, check 4.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Gun.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
59, ready. 25. Hey, bye-bye. Who that? Patchy.
Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a pass complete to Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
Gun.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Newton, that's going to be caught by Samuel. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. From the red zone now, Newton. And it's caught. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Falcons nothing.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Pick it up. On the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Jones has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman? Oh, yeah. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 9 yards that time on the keeper brings up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The keeper good. For only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is taken at the 23. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A 77-yard punt return as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there, a punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
What's time? Time as well. What's time?
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead.
Panthers 45, Falcons nothing. Gano, the kickoff for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Right there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Third and long. It's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
To throw again is Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep, and he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Leaping, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Fielded about a yard deep. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
up this magic. With the game, we fall out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'm a